eToro, copy trading top mobile app for regulators. Is it right for you? Here's the answer.
Let's start with the product eToro is actually known for, CopyTrader. The pitch is simple. You pick a trader on the platform, tap copy, and from that moment on, their trades mirror into your account proportional to whatever you allocated. The question is whether that actually holds up with real money behind it, or whether it's the kind of feature that looks great in a screenshot and quietly falls apart in execution. I tested it. Allocated $500 each to 3 popular investors. Let them run for 30 days. The mirrored P&L tracked within 0.4% of what the signal trader actually made. That's tight. The gap wasn't eToro's execution, it was slippage on the signal trader's own fills. The copy mechanism itself is essentially lossless. But here's why it works as a real product, not a gimmick. Most copy trading platforms hide the risk side. eToro doesn't. Every trader you can copy carries a 1 to 10 risk score, a public max drawdown chart, and a full breakdown of their asset mix. You see exactly what you're stepping into before a single dollar moves. And the platform actively penalizes traders who try to hide behind short time windows or cherry pick narrow periods. That's the mechanism that turns this from a marketing toy into something you can actually deploy capital against. 30 million registered users sit on the back of that one design choice. That's not an accident. But it does come with a cost, and the cost shows up the moment you look at the Forex book. Spreads on Euro-US dollar average around 1.0 pip. For context, XM Standard runs roughly 0.6 pips. Pepperstone Razor sits at 0.09 pips once you add the commission. That's a 5 to 10 times gap. If you're scalping Forex, this is the wrong broker. Not kind of wrong. Wrong. But here's the part most cost reviews miss. eToro isn't trying to win the spread game. It's pricing on a completely different axis. Real stocks, 0 commission on most markets. Crypto spot, 0 commission. ETFs, 0 commission. If your strategy is buying Apple, holding it for 2 years, and topping up every month, the spread on Euro-US dollar is irrelevant to you. You never touch the Forex book. So the real cost question isn't, is eToro cheap? It's, are you actually trading the products eToro competes on? If yes, the cost story is excellent. Genuinely 0 entry on the asset classes most long-term retail investors hold. If no, you're paying a premium for liquidity routing you don't need. There's also a $5 withdrawal fee and an inactivity fee after 12 months of 0 logins. Small paper cuts. Know about them. That's cost. Platform is next, and here, eToro made one bet that defines everything. There is no MT4, no MT5, no CTrader, no TradingView routing. You commit to eToro's proprietary platform. Full stop. For an experienced trader migrating in, that's a deal breaker. Custom indicators, expert advisors, saved workspaces, gone. You start over. But the trade-off cuts the other way for beginners. The mobile app is the fastest onboarding broker app in retail. Email, password, basic KYC, under 3 minutes from install. ID and selfie verification approved in under 15 minutes during European business hours. Card deposit credited instantly. Search the asset, set the amount, place the trade. Total time from I've never opened a broker account to first filled order, under 10 minutes. That's the mechanism. eToro stripped out optionality on purpose. By killing the MT4 and MT5 route, they could build a single workflow and polish it to the floor. A beginner doesn't get lost choosing between 4 platforms or wondering which one their broker actually supports. There's one. It works. The whole onboarding funnel collapses from research, choose, install, configure into a single tap. Whether that's a feature or a cage depends entirely on which side of the experience curve you sit on. Regulation is next, and this is where eToro quietly pulls ahead of most peers. 4 jurisdictions. The FCA in the UK, eToro UK Limited, registration number 583263, CySEC in Cyprus for European clients, license 109/10, ASIC in Australia, eToro AUS Capital Limited, AFSL 491139, and FinCEN registration in the United States, which is genuinely rare for a broker with European roots. Why does that matter mechanically? Because the legal entity that holds your account determines what protections you actually have. UK and EU retail clients get negative balance protection and segregated client funds. That means if eToro went under tomorrow, your money sits in a ring-fenced account that creditors can't touch. The FCA and CySEC enforce that aggressively. It's not a marketing badge, it's a structural protection. The FinCEN footprint is the unusual piece. That's why US clients can access real stocks, ETFs, and crypto through eToro USA, which most European-rooted brokers simply don't offer, because the US licensing barrier is brutal. That's a structural moat, not a brochure line. Very few competitors hold this full stack under one brand. So who is eToro actually for? Let me close this cleanly. Pick eToro if you want to copy other traders with verifiable risk data, because the CopyTrader product genuinely works, and the risk transparency is the most responsible version of social trading on the retail market. Pick eToro if you hold real stocks and ETFs, and you want commission-free execution on the proprietary app. Pick eToro if you want the fastest mobile onboarding in retail, under 10 minutes, install to first fill. And pick eToro if you want FCA, CySEC, ASIC, and FinCEN coverage under one brand. Walk away if you scalp Forex. Remember that 1.0 pip on Euro USD? That's why. You'll bleed 5 to 10 times more on spread than at an ECN broker, every single trade, forever. Walk away if you need MT4, MT5, CTrader, or TradingView routing. That door is closed. Walk away if you'll sit on a funded but inactive account for more than 12 months. The inactivity fee will find you. And walk away if you trade options, futures, or bonds. They're not on the menu. Final score, 8.5 out of 10. eToro isn't the cheapest broker on the market, and that's the entire point. They're not selling on cost. They're selling on a copy product that works, a mobile experience that's hard to match, and a regulatory footprint few peers can touch. If that matches what you actually do with your money, this is one of the cleanest, beginner-friendly accounts in retail. If not, you have better options, and you now know exactly what to look for.
eToro wins on copy trading, mobile, and regulation. Wrong fit for scalpers. Full review linked in the description.